Hey, hey, hey.
What
We're
it is,
back.
player?
What's up? Welcome back to I Ain't Trying to Be Funny, but with Keita and Kim. What up, Kim?
Girl, it's been a Monday. Monday's gonna Monday. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I like traveling. Like I like to go other places and see what people are doing in other cities, other countries and stuff. But that going and coming just wear me out. I feel like I need a vacation from a vacation.
Yeah.
Or even
No,
if
you
it's
need a vacation from the flight.
from the flight. Yeah, like you need a whole day or two to rest up.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter if I'm driving or flying. I don't know. It just takes something out.
Yeah, but I told you that LA flight is murder. It is just murder.
It is bad.
Yeah. And then I work so hard to try not to have the urge to go to the bathroom because the bathrooms have gotten small.
They are pretty small. The seats are smaller too.
Oh my God. I was so frustrated.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
gonna
was
have to
like,
start paying for the business class, first class. I gotta do something because
well, I do sit up there, but I'm talking the bathroom is still the same. I go to the bathroom in the first class. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't sit in first class. I'm not balling like you. So
I'm not balling either. I have it's called Capricorn has no control. So I'm gonna sit up there with the pilot to make sure he up.
you awake? You awake? Need some coffee?
Yeah. What you doing?
You
Wait,
feel the
where you
plane do
going?
this? Be like, You awake? You have to do that
You
in the
go up
car
to
when
that door
you.
and be like, hold up. You need some coffee?
I might need to start doing that. I might need to start doing that because that bullshit in the back. I'm like, I might as well be on the mega bus. This
I think,
ain't
I
right.
think this started happening when I was traveling overseas. Remember when I was going overseas? Well, you probably don't remember because it was back in 2009, but I mean 2008, and then of course it carried over into 2009 when I was always doing those
I know
international.
you were in Russia when.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I had to get my mind right for that long flight, but then it's like I can't sit. You've been in that on that plane all those hours, and then you want me to wait again for everybody to get off? No, y'all got to go. So the company started sitting us in business, and I was like, I can't go to the bag no more. That's for regular people.
I'm with you on that. I can't do it no more. And my sister flies a lot, and because she has like millions of miles, she only does first class. She got clear and pre-check. Now I do have clear and pre-check.
I have
that
global
cuts.
entry.
You have what? Global entry. Yeah, that's different. That's only for global. But yeah.
Well, it comes with pre-check.
Yeah, but I got pre-check, so
yeah,
I need to do. I have free clear right now, but I think I'm gonna go on and pay for the.
You want your eyeball scan?
It don't bother me none. I mean, it's fingerprint or eyeballs. They got my fingerprints already because I got a gun permit, so it don't matter.
Right.
It's just,
but you know, my fingerprints been in the system since '99.
You shouldn't have been out here trying to kill people. Murder was the
case that they gave me.
Yeah, and I finally saw it. What is? I was like, this dummy.
I don't know why that scene on Living Single cracks me up so hard. I do not know, but he just so animated. It was just hilarious.
But you know what's funny is that people, like, I don't know where my keys are right now, but I can remember something from years ago. There's this movie called Hudsucker Proxy. You ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, I saw it. Heard of it. I saw it free with one of those passes where you go to the screening and then they talk to you afterwards, get your opinion and everything. So I went to see it, and there's this one scene in the movie. I don't remember nothing else about the whole movie, but there's this one scene where the little boy finds a hula hoop, and it rolls by. It's like the 50s or whatever, so they never seen them before. So he sees the hula hoop go by, he picks it up, and he starts, hula hooping, and he gets this rhythm, and so he's doing. You got to see it. It's the cutest thing. He got this. He got a real serious face, and he just. And I love that scene. And don't nobody else know what I'm talking about, but my one friend John, who went to the screening with me. It's all right. He ain't gonna hear it.
You know how many Johns on this planet,
right? So yeah. So anyway, it's funny to me. All right, let's get to it because we didn't.
What we gonna talk about today?
We are talking about. We're gonna do hip hop first.
We're gonna
get them out the way. Okay, love
hip hop Atlanta. Same-ish, different day.
Foolishness and hip hop Atlanta, and then we got foolishness and marriage Huntsville. Because ain't no love on the show. And then Hot D, House of the Dragon.
Girl, I can't wait to get to Hot D. Let's do it.
It's like House of the Drama. Yesterday they showed out.
Girl, Karen is the worst. I'm telling you.
Did you see on my post where my cousin said her boyfriend is Team Allison? We'll get there.
Lord.
All right, so what you got to say about these folks in Atlanta?
That damn Safari, he know he is a damn fool. And you're going to have to fight with the chair.
And the chair won. But the chair won. That's what's so bad about it.
Mid DC and Scrappy and Rich Dollars, boy, they was cracking.
They all in the confessional laughing at him like that chair hit him in the head. It was bad. Like, what you mad about though, bro? And then Rich Dollars punk, he went right from there straight to Erica and told her.
He was walking to the car like this. Meet me at the.
What?
Wait, I'm gonna do a job. Meet me at the trap.
It's going down. Right, girl. I was like, they try to say women messy, but these men messy. They messy.
Our men are messy.
They gossip.
That's all they do. Don't act like we're the only ones. They are the queens.
Thank you. They got it a lot. They know who everybody's sleeping with. The DNA test. He was like, "Ooh, he want a DNA test."
But what's so funny is the scene when Mendici was talking to Safari about Rich, talking to Erica Mena, and I think Safari was like, yeah, it's getting to the level of disrespect. Girl, I could have shot through that TV. I said, wait a minute. Is this the same fool that during you, and I know you didn't watch the previous seasons, but in the previous season, when they got together, Safari and Erica Mena, they had gone on one of those retreats. You know how they do the cast, go out of town somewhere, retreat. So Safari had Erica Mena hidden in the hotel room while he did activities with the rest of the cast. And Rich Dollars was there.
That's what he was saying, that he dated her first. Rich dated her first.
Right.
And but so Safari trying to act like, man code, but you broke man code first. Right?
Yes, that's the thing. It's like, and it was so crazy because she also dated the girl.
The woman, yeah.
And they were there. Her and Lord, what is his name now? But anyway, they were there too. So not only was Safari hiding her from Rich Dollars, he was hiding her from the girl. So I'm sitting here going, you kidding me, right?
It ain't no more booty out there. Like, seriously, y'all gotta keep swimming in the same little pond. It ain't nothing else out there. Come on, y'all.
She must have mad skills. She need to do a class. Maybe that's how she'd get rich, because I don't know how she gets money. But you can't be making that much money off of this show. You can't.
No, but how did she get on the show in the first place? Was she a singer? Because she was on Hip Hop New York. So yeah, and did she ever rap or anything? I don't know.
She tried to sing, but she can't sing.
She just started out as a video girl, right?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
So she's superhead. Well, like
literally and figuratively, because you done slept with her, him, they, and them, and all.
She should write a book like Superhead did, because that book was good. I was all in it, like, woo.
I read it too. But I'm just like, Safari, go to hell. Like, you are the bitchiest of the bitches on this show.
Yeah.
Because you slept with, I swear, Rich Dollars got off of her on Monday and you was with her on Tuesday. Like, come on.
You said got off of her. I ain't trying to be funny, but
I mean, come on now. It's like, really, like. You woke up on Monday with one and Tuesday on the next. So, like, kill me with that.
Okay. So can we be done with Mita? Like, for real. Yeah, like they dragging this.
No, they're not done, because she's gonna be in the next episode
tonight.
And I'm with her. You married to him, so why you all talking to me? I mean, I know that was on the preview, but girl, you already look stupid.
Yeah.
You are.
I'm over it. I say that every week. I am really over that whole fake storyline. I'm so upset that he cheating that I already knew, but I'm trying to be upset.
And got a baby, but I already knew.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, so this is what I want to know from you. Why do we care about Rashida and her daddy?
Did we say we care about Rashida and her daddy?
I don't remember saying that.
I don't think so. They don't call me before they film the show.
They should, though.
They don't ask me what they should talk about this week.
Mona need to give me some of them dollars.
This is a Mona show?
Yeah, all of the Love and Hip Hop's are Mona's.
Yeah, I know she did Basketball Wives and all that. I couldn't remember if she did this one. Okay.
Yeah, Mona need to share the wealth, because that's some boo.
Yeah. Her dad is a mess too. He won't take responsibility for nothing. She telling you how she feel, and he's straight up acting like that ain't his problem, that's her problem. And then want to be mad at Kirk. Like, it sounds like you the same person, dude.
The exact same.
Yeah, so no, I don't really care for family drama, because it's too those pains go too deep. And it's always too much.
Kirk and Rashida, they showed everything. Like the previous seasons when he cheated on camera, and then he had a baby with the girl.
Awful. That's
awful. He met at the bar on camera. I mean, that stuff is out there, and you can't help but talk about it.
Yeah, but then that you could talk about, but I don't want to talk about her and her daddy issue. That to me just always ends up to be too much.
Yeah.
Because like I said, with the stuff with parents and kids, it goes back so far, and the pain is so deep. They need real counseling, not sitting in front of TV shows.
You know, it's always interesting when a parent comes back into someone's life, and it's like, so why now? What was that trigger?
You never know. It could be anything. They could have gotten almost in an accident and was like, oh, I need to get right. They might have been to counseling. I mean, there's a whole lot of reasons why somebody may years later try to get right, but they don't get to dictate how that person receives it. You know, how the child takes it.
Yeah.
You've been a shitty parent for 40 years.
And keep being a shitty ass parent, and because she got a whole new life. She got these businesses. They got like 25 kids. Girl, I ain't even got time to be worried about you.
Yeah, and that's probably what she needs to do. She needs to just like not let it bother her so much and not let it eat her up so bad, because he didn't have any kind of remorse. He ain't gonna change. He ain't bringing nothing to the table. Girl, what is he's no added value. So let it go, honey. I know it's hard.
And he all the way in Michigan, right? I think that's what they said. And she in Atlanta, they ain't next door. Y'all ain't gonna see each other. Bye. Why you come down here?
He could be in Florida. It don't matter. He could be next door. He need to go.
Yeah, I'm just like, deuces, dude. It was a hot damn mess, and I don't care.
Exactly. That's why I was like, we could talk about it, but I don't have a whole lot to say about these folks. So
next.
Huntsville.
Huntsville so raggedy.
It's little Paulo Tisha. Tink Tink, she tried to act like a businesswoman this week. Like, girl, you 5 6. How many seasons in? Now all of a sudden you want us to think you the boss lady? Seriously, did you catch that?
Yeah, because y'all didn't have a leader.
I'm the boss. I'm the leader. Really though? Right. Are you though? Your man that walked all over you, and we supposed to believe you the one running things. Okay, he went to Africa. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that again.
Wait, and what's so funny is the whole time I'm going, she's still talking about shit, talking about these 20 women.
The 20 women.
What you gotta say, women's.
Yeah.
That's what Wanda
20
said.
women. You said
you got them 20 women's.
And she got them little short arms like Candy Burris. It looked like
dinosaurs.
Yeah, like a little T-Rex, little T-Rex arm. They kill me with that. Yeah. But she trying to get Martell. And so he's apologizing for saying it. But did he, in the conversation with her, did he ever say it wasn't true?
Nope.
That part. See, that's what I was thinking. So Martell, he's slippery. He knows that he needs to try to make things better with her. He needs to try to make peace. But he's still a loose cannon. And he don't take but so much of this shit before he be like, all right, damn it, I ain't the only one out here. He do it all the time, every single time. Anybody try to back him into a corner like he the only one doing dirt, he'd be like, nah, Melnika, you cheating too. Nah, Marceau.
Right. He so said that.
He was like, don't act like both of y'all. He didn't even just say Marceau. He said Marceau and Maurice. See, Kimmy just glossed over that whole thing.
She don't gloss over it. Okay, so we'll come back.
She don't keep talking about it like Tisha.
She does not. You're right.
That's why I said glossed over it.
She glossed over it on camera.
Yeah, she probably take it to him. You know, when the last boyfriend you had or whatever, some shit go down at the party or wherever you are, and that car ride home, you're looking at him. So what's that shit you had to say? So who was the old girl in your face? Well, you know,
right?
You can tell. Like, it's so funny. We say that sometimes. Like, you can see when people get into it and they over here visiting. You be like, as soon as they leave, we be like, you know, it's about to go down in the car.
that scene in Friday when they said he gonna cry when you get in the car. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah,
but Kimmy did say one time, she mentioned the linebacker.
Yeah,
she did on TV. So they had a conversation in the car.
Yeah, but that wasn't until Coleslaw said, you know, and Marceau put that picture up when they were in Atlanta, and then people talking about the linebacker. That's when all of that came out. Yeah. It wasn't back
on TV though.
But it wasn't back when Martell said the 20 women though. No, that's what I'm saying. She has not addressed the 20 women comment.
Right.
In my opinion.
Because he said y'all. He said y'all.
Yeah. And they show
that like y'all don't cheat too.
They show that clip all the time. All the time. And he walked it back and tried to say, you know, I was just saying stuff. And Marceau was trying to say, well, it was extreme and he was going through a lot. And he just said something. No, he just told the truth.
He told on you, and I'm waiting for your whole family to come out.
That side family.
Just like Rhaenyra's kids. It's gonna come out. It'll come out. But what was I gonna say? Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah, but Martell in that conversation with Melnika, and she was trying to. Now I thought that it was nice of her, not nice, but it was good for her to get her voice out there, you know, because they talk about her here and there, but we don't really see her much other than the business stuff with Martell. But this was more of a personal, casual conversation, and she came off somewhat believable. But Martell still, he just ain't gonna let you lie on him. He just not gonna do it. And when she was just like, man, boy, don't nobody want you. He was like, you used to. Like, boom, there it is.
They slept together.
Yes, he was like, we did back in high school. So like, he's like, don't be trying to act like I'm bottom of your shoe and you ain't want this and ain't never wanted it. Oh, you wanted it. No, you were getting it.
I caught that.
Yeah, you ain't have to just catch it. He threw it hard, like
right.
And they didn't edit it out, and she didn't deny it either. So,
but I really honestly don't care about Melnika. She's one of those non-factors as well. She doesn't bring anything to the story. He could just call her like you remember in the very beginning when Destiny was trying to get her sweets off the ground. And no. It was a party or something. And it was this girl that came up. She was like an engineer or some architect. That's what it was. She was just in one scene or two scenes and we didn't see her no more because it was work related. Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Melnika. We don't need you in every scene. You don't need to go to the party. You don't need the reopening. You don't have to you don't have to be there. So
well, she was fine. You know, we were seeing her helping Martell with his calendar and his book sign
with her belt upside
like
down. Yeah,
with her Gucci belt upside down. But because Melody has started dragging her, though, she had this one little scene to clear her name and actually say, okay, I wasn't the one sleeping with him back then. He was trying to holler at my assistant. I said, no, let me step back and let my mama do it. I don't see what the difference is, whether it's you or your mama.
And that made no sense to me.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But hey, she said she ain't sleeping with him now. Who cares? He ain't married.
I bet you that husband at home, like,
oh, that's right. She's married. Yeah.
Say what?
We don't care
about this scene. What else happened before or after they start filming? Because they don't show everything. So how much was cut?
Exactly. And that's what it was. She know the rumors are flying around Huntsville, and she trying to make sure her husband hears her say, it ain't nothing going on with us right now. And for Martell to say, no, it ain't nothing going on with us right now. She needed to get that on camera.
But and that's fine. But I mean, just like on Bell Collective, Akeisha and Tambra can't get their lives together on camera. You on camera line, you just gonna continue to be on camera line. That's your thing.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to watch it back and be like, oh yeah, I was lying. Or some folks to try to double down at the reunion.
Yeah, at the reunion. Well, if I said it,
I apologize. If I said it. You said it.
You said it, and you probably said it multiple times.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
why did we need to, in the opening of this show, why did we need to see that Scott Manor is still dirt?
I think they're trying to show more of the business stuff, but that don't really count because ain't nothing happening. They've been talking about it for years too. Why is it still dirt? Something about the plans. I don't know. Maybe they keep making changes to it. I have no idea, but I know people.
It was like the roof is gonna go here, and
when we built our house, our first house we built in North Carolina, I swear it took them like 3 months. It don't seem like it took no more than 6. It don't take that long to build a house.
Yeah.
Right?
You got to clear out the land. But see, they should have done that 2 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is.
But I was like, we don't need to see that. That was a waste of tape. Next.
Yeah, they get a lot of suspicious airtime.
Yeah.
Tisha and Marceau.
Yeah.
I think maybe they struck a deal with Carlos King or somebody to try to show them in a better light, but it's not working. It just comes off fake looking. Everything they do comes out fake. So
definitely fake. So what do you think? This was also a waste of tape. The whole situation with Vanessa and Melody, and now it comes out that Vanessa was dating Mark. So like she paid his child support. I was like, Lord, this is getting worse and worse. But why do we even care? Because
they trying to clear up stuff that's been on social media, because it was a whole thing. Like they said, she put the team wife shirt on up there with Tisha's picture in it. She know it was shady. She was trying to say, you coming for my daughter, but I see you bought her stuff. So, but we already got your coins.
How recent is that? Because my thing is, why would Tisha wear a team wife shirt that's Melody? They not even friends.
She wore it to that event, whatever. I can't remember what the event was, where they almost got to fighting. Tisha wore it to that, and they weren't friends then.
Right.
They had pretended to make up, or at least call a truce at the last reunion, but then that all fell apart this season. So that's why Van is trying to say, you wearing my daughter's shirt, we already got your coins, whether you mad or not. So I get it. And then Marceau, messy ass, then he want to put the Coke bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So then, yeah, I'm actually getting a little tired of Melody and these side conversations. She keeps trying to get her story, her narrative out, and her mom's narrative out, but she ain't. But you notice she ain't filming with none of the rest of the cast,
right?
So, well, there was Kimmy that one time, but she ain't really fooling with the rest of them. So this is just her trying to have her say and not argue with anybody, and nobody gets to say anything back, and ain't nobody gonna see it until the show airs.
Yeah, but I mean, her and Martell are EPs, right?
I don't remember.
I think so. I think if you look at the credits, I think they're EPs on it.
Yeah, and
so they get a say so, right? And what is filmed and what's not filmed, right?
Well, yeah, I get that. I'm just saying she's not filming with anybody, so she's just getting these little special scenes to herself. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm over her.
She because she an EP, she like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Still get that check.
Yeah, well.
And not have to stress out about Tisha and her old shit, because she don't have nothing new to talk about.
Nothing. She talking about 20 women's from first season.
And where the kids at? We ain't seen no kids except Destiny's.
Not in a minute. I think the kids.
I'm talking about Tisha and Marceau kids.
They were in this episode. Because Destiny said that her kids had the nail polish or something. They had a table. They were vendors.
Oh, they briefly. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
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 Maurice and Kimmy's car, that was so ugly.
I didn't see it. I must have been just listening on that part. Their car? What kind of car was it?
I don't know.
I don't remember Maurice and Kimmy being in the car. I'm gonna have to go back and look
at that. Pulled up to the reopening.
I saw Marceau and Tisha's car. That was nice.
Yeah.
With the bat wings. I like that, but I didn't.
Yeah, but I would roll, slam out that car to the ground.
When the door opened,
I'd be like, if somebody come and pick me up. I'll be pointing to the light. Lord, just take me now.
It's so low. I couldn't sit.
It's that too low.
It's too low. That's good for like my husband.
No.
He has long legs, and so a car is good for him. But once you get gotta roll out the car, then you sitting on the ground. You gotta roll over on your knees and push up.
I would do that. I would just be on the ground. But I laughed a lot because Marceau, you know, the scene where Marceau and Maurice and Big Lou and Martell were at the pen thing.
Big skins and pens.
Yeah. And Marceau kept saying he was an athlete.
Yeah, he was saying athlete. Yeah, he was.
I'm like, and every time he said it, I would go like athlete, like
you know, got that extra syllable in there, athlete.
Why is he saying athlete? And then he would say it again. I go, why?
I feel like that when people say jewelry.
Yeah, or realtor.
Like, why are you putting this extra?
Yeah, I'm like,
there's people who don't read. That's what I'm convinced. People don't read. So that scene too makes me. So I think it's suspicious that Martell filming with everybody. Okay, Martell is still cool with everybody. Melody's the one. I keep saying Melanie because
but that's how it is, though.
Yeah,
they bounce back like. You fucked up. We friends again.
Right.
We talked that shit. What do you do? We talked that shit out.
Yeah.
And we on to the next. Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Women, and that's what we hold grudges.
But I don't think it's funeral. Just that. It's not just the grudge though. I think that because Martell, the bone carrier, you know where the body's buried.
Yeah,
they don't want to piss him off again.
But she does too. Melody does too.
Nah, I like Martell.
Not like Martell. He definitely knows more.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was there whenever they were messing with other women. He was at the apartment that he and Marceau allegedly had together, stuff like that. So yeah, so
we gotta get a thing that says allegedly at the bottom.
Let it flash. Allegedly. Yeah, I think that they trying to keep him, content, trying to just keep him mollified.
That's why he want him to come back to Sculpt. And I'm like, it got his whole name in it. Yeah. How much did he get to buy him out? Like, why he couldn't just borrow money?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Why did he have to get bought out and it's still called Sculpt?
Yeah, they bought him out, but then kept the name. That's what I thought was weird. And then now he's trying to get back in.
I don't know. That part was confusing to me. And also
saying Tisha's the majority holder. Then if Marceau got a piece, then what's the piece for Martell? I don't get it. Is she gonna give up some of her shares? I don't know. It's just an odd situation. And it sounds like some tax shenanigans, honestly. So
allegedly.
Probably some money laundering. It'll come out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But do you really believe that Sculpt is a multi-million-dollar, you got to say multi. I don't know why, but do you believe Sculpt is a multi-million-dollar company?
It could be, but all that means is that that's how much you brought in. That doesn't mean that that's how much you cleared. You made it, but then you got to pay out. You might be up the eyeballs in debt, so you really only saw.
Yeah, because she made it a point to say Sculpt was in arrears when you were a part of it, but now it's a multi-million. She said multi-million. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know if I believe that.
I don't know if I believed any of that whole, Tisha's a boss scenario. I was like, y'all
we have talked about this before, you and I don't know if we actually said it as part of the podcast, but I did know that a lot of the stuff was in her name. Now, name
right
and shares, I don't know if that's the same thing.
Well, something being in your name doesn't mean that you're running things.
Exactly. So name, yes. Everything else, I'm going to say allegedly.
Yeah, because her name could just be on the mortgages, on the loan paperwork, on this, on that, but she doesn't have a say.
Right.
Because Martell won't let her say nothing.
Marceau, but yes. You done gave about a Martell.
No, I said Marceau. It just came out crazy. I know what I was thinking by the end of the episode was Stormy who? Tiffany who? Like they were not in this episode and I didn't miss them at all.
No, and Destiny don't have to be here either.
No, but she brings the drama. Because she's friends with Martell and still taking digs at Mel.
Oh, so that's how the gossip will forever get back to Martell is through Destiny. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Through Destiny and Kimmy. Because Kimmy,
I'm just surprised. I really am surprised how much Kimmy gossips. Like, and the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of the stuff that she says is so irrelevant. Like, who cares? Like, because she's the one who brought up the whole Melnika thing. And I'm like, why is Melnika even discussed?
Well, Melody brought her up to Kimmy, and it could have stopped there, honestly. Kimmy did not have to spread it further.
No. Kimmy brought up Melnika to Melody. Melody responded and said, oh, I know her. She was my...
No, that's what I'm saying. The gossip, though.
Yeah.
The gossip came from Melody, and then Kimmy ran back with it.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
It could have died in that conversation with Kimmy and Melody. It could have ended there. She could have been like, what? That's crazy. But no, then Kimmy.
Do that again.
What? That's crazy. She just
that's gonna be a meme.
She's trying to be a bone collector, and I don't appreciate it. Yeah. I say that because that's what they call Sheree on the Housewives of Atlanta. They call her the bone collector because she always got the gossip. She always got a bone and she carry it over here. She tells everybody, ooh, girl, so-and-so said such and such about you. And so, yeah, Kimmy she should stay out of that. She should stay out of it.
If she knows, she know. If you're a professional bone collector, you only use it when you have to. I'll just wink.
Yeah, you can know where the bones are buried, but you ain't gotta go carry them around to everybody, showing them out. Look at this bone, look at that, look at this. No, you just need to sit on it for a little while.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't have nothing else to say about them because you haven't gotten to the fight.
Yeah, but it looks like it's gonna be good. That's next week. But this week, though, Destiny's in here. Everybody's there. They, she got the vendors already set up. She's showing people the improvements to the place. Why Wanda outside just now setting up? And just as rowdy and tacky and ignorant as she want to be.
In front
of the store. In front of the store.
Are you?
No, I'm just saying that was funny to me. I was like, look at her raggedy ass.
No, that's not the funny.
The event is already going on. She's just now setting up. You know it's about to be some nonsense already. It's just already.
What was funny is so you said you probably was just listening, but when she was unloading that car, that's when Marceau and Tisha pulled up.
Yeah, I did.
And then when they got out the car, Tisha looked like she was, my mama need help. She looked like she need help. Marceau grabbed her arm and they went the other direction. Like, I ain't gonna go over there and help her.
And that's her business. She should already have the people. If you got a business and you got to set up and stuff, you should have the folks with you already, not the people that's arriving for the event. They're not dressed for that.
Right. But it was funny because it looked like she was going over here. And he was like,
yeah.
Grab that arm. So like, nah, we going this way.
And so, yeah, it looks like Melody was not invited, but she going to show up anyway. So, yeah, it's going down. It'll be fun to see.
In the trap for real.
Yeah. And she didn't already prime the pump with Martell last week, telling him all the stuff Wanda said. She didn't already gas him up. He said he was going to let her handle it, but she knew they all were going to be there. Yeah. Melody, she a shit stirrer. I ain't feeling her these days.
Yeah, she throw that hand.
Yeah, and hide it. She throw a rock and hide her hand.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I ain't feeling
throw the hand.
Well, throwing hands is fighting, and she gonna be trying to do some of that too.
Yeah.
Which is now that I'm surprised about, because she always acts like the way I picture her, she would never fight. I can't see her actually.
Her or Tisha, they just or Tiffany. I don't know. Tiffany seemed like Karen.
Tisha seems like she probably had gotten into fights when she was younger because she got a mouth, but that she can't actually win the fight.
Right.
She probably just used to get beat up.
I agree.
Because I would have.
And I have nothing else to say about that show.
Yeah, we can go on with that one. Okay. My microphone changed for a second. All right. Now, let's get it. Hot D. House of the Dragon.
Man, just when you think that you could come up with some shenanigans in your own head, you realize you are just
we're not on the level. We're not on a level.
Nowhere near it.
And when you think last week was crazy,
they was like, boom, boom, boom.
They like, holdeth mine beer.
Look, girl, holdeth my chalice, because I was like, I totally did not see this coming.
I didn't think they were going to act up at the repast. So let's get on into it.
Look, we already knew weddings weren't safe. I know, but we already knew weddings weren't safe.
Now they acting up at the funeral, child. At the funeral.
The funeral.
The funeral. Yeah, so first of all, That was the blackest shit they done on Game of Thrones. Anyway, having a repast. We ain't never seen no repast on the show, have we? But this the black family. They gotta have a repast. And I'm surprised they wasn't falling all over the casket and stuff at the funeral. The way they was all acting, I'm surprised Damon didn't get out there. Oh, take me too. Oh, she went too soon. Oh, you know how black folks cut up.
No, but they just kicked herself into the damn sea. They didn't even take her out into the water and then put the casket or whatever sarcophagus or whatever you calling it on this show. They didn't even put it in the water. They just really was like, probably
wasn't nothing in there anyway.
I know that. I know. But you know what I'm saying? It's just right there. Like, it's just like
right off the cliff.
Right.
And listen for the splash.
When you go out to go swimming, jumping off the
listen for the splash. But
girl, I had to rewind that part. I was like, but she right there.
And you know,
funniest part of the whole, I mean, it was funny because she didn't go nowhere. I'm sorry, I can't get past it. It was just like, yeah.
And then that boy went and took their mama dragon. Like, he know he was wrong for that. He wanted a dragon, but he didn't have to do that. Like, right after she just died last episode. I don't know how much time has passed. They had to get from the Red Keep to Driftmark, sorry. But how long, how much time has passed? He'd already
probably like 3 days.
He already took them girls mama dragon.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
But he's upset. He was obsessed. He felt like, okay, so this is when entitlement began. You know, we had Karen. Now we know how Karen started. Mm-hmm. Now entitlement. He thought because he is Targaryen, a real one, that he should have this dragon, and his egg didn't hatch. Yeah. So he gonna just go out and take. That's entitlement. Mm-hmm. That's entitlement.
Yeah, like he feels like he was supposed to have one.
Yeah.
No,
so
something's wrong with it. Yeah, but there's also a big issue with, we think it's hard out here for the adults in Westeros, but apparently it ain't no piece of cake being a child growing up there either. Right. They savage. All of this, all brutal.
Yeah.
The older one jacking off in the window, and
getting drunk at the funeral.
At the funeral, and then the other kids were bullying Aemon. And then after he took the dragon, now he want to get some get back, because they teased him with the pig and all of that kind of stuff. It was a lot of bullying and nonsense going on. So he gonna, he want to start a fight. Like, he want all that smoke.
Yeah.
But what's Rhaenyra's son name? Is it Luke? Jace?
Luke and Jace.
I don't remember which one it was, but he was like, oh, you done brought a rock to a knife fight.
Yeah, Jace.
He's like, shink.
You laugh.
He was like, no, we're not playing rock, paper, scissors. We playing rock, paper, knife.
Right.
Shink. Slice him smooth up his face.
Yeah, right up the eye.
Like, this kid's savage.
I mean, yeah, it was no fist. It was no fisticuffs, nothing.
And Aemon was handling them for a while. He was tossing kids left and right.
He was.
But he picked up that rock, and I was like, oh, so he want to kill somebody.
Yeah.
He really could have hurt somebody with that big rock.
He could have.
Yeah.
He could have killed that little boy.
The little girl.
Because he broke his nose.
Yeah, he was, yeah. So they want to act like, oh, poor Aemon got his eye snatched. Well, Aemon, yeah, he deserved it.
He called us bastards.
He ain't lied though.
He ain't lied, but you ain't,
You ain't got to be telling her. You ain't got to be saying it out loud and stuff. Because not everybody in the realm knows.
I'm telling you, Viserys knows, but He like, I don't even care. That's my daughter.
That's
like,
daughter.
I don't care. And then my thing is, Karen, why are you so upset? So it truly does confirm, and I always thought this, that Alicent was always jealous of Rhaenyra. And that's why, huh?
I said, yeah.
Yeah, she's always been jealous from day one. But Rhaenyra always wanted Alice. She was a true friend to her until she went and got with her daddy, and then it was like,
that ain't cool. Sorry, that ain't cool.
You done crossed the line. But Karen is just so obsessed.
Yeah, it's because ridiculous. Her father done put it in her head that her sons should be the heirs, and so she just obsessed with making sure that one of her sons, Aegon, first, if he can live long enough with his stupid self, for him to be king and not Rhaenyra to be queen. Right. And so that's where the whole bitterness and hate is. But like, this is how many years later, she's still big mad. Like, she ain't even, it hasn't gone down at all. She still got the anger bubbling. It's right here.
Well, I'm sure Larys has a lot to do with that too. And then her dad, Sir Otto, keeps
he's
like,
back.
Handle your business.
Yeah. So everybody's pushing her. And she cracked under the pressure because she thought she had it. And I was surprised when Rhaenyra said, when she brought it on out at the repast, kids crying, they screaming, they fighting and everything. And she's just like, hey, called my son a bastard. And I was just like, oh, she gonna put it on out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what pushed Alicent out. She showed her hand and she went too far.
Yeah. So. And Rhaenyra was like, so I don't know what I gotta think of what the word is, but she stopped her. And she just stood there like, now everybody see you cray, Karen.
Yeah, she was ice cold with it.
Like, ice cold.
She thinks several steps ahead.
Yeah,
she knew how this was gonna go. She knew how this was gonna go. And so she was just like, okay, I'm gonna get her.
Like I said,
she stood there bleeding.
Yeah. She was just standing there like with her arm just like.
Y'all see this shit. Y'all see what this crazy bitch just did. Y'all see it.
And everybody looking at Karen like, damn, Karen crazy.
And in any other kingdom, that Viserys is weak. But I think in any other kingdom, Alicent would have found herself in the dungeon.
Yes.
Or hanging. She would have found herself.
But we don't know what's going to happen when they get back to the Red Keep. We don't know. I mean, Otto was like, he'll forgive you.
He will.
And because he tired. He ain't got time to deal with her right now.
Yeah. Now, you know how you feel tired and you don't feel like being bothered. You know he tired. His stuff falling. He like, I just left my arm over there. I don't feel like all of this. Leave me alone.
But she played the hell out of that scene.
I think all the acting is great on this show. I love them.
Yes,
I love it.
They're doing an excellent job. But Alicent played the head. And if you notice, they're wearing green every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love the transition. Did you notice that after it was over, after she stopped Rhaenyra, and then Viserys started going up them steps, they showed how the families were now separated.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That was so powerful.
Can't miss it. You could miss it. It was on purpose. It was very intentional.
On purpose, very intentional, and it was so powerful. That was if anybody missed that, you not paying attention to this show at all.
Right.
And I loved it. Everybody had on green. Mm-hmm. And then here come horny ass Rhaenyra and her uncle Daemon banding together on this side. And I'm just like, yeah, it's about to go down.
Yeah, because that Alicent and Rhaenyra head to head, they not done with that.
Oh no, oh no.
And then when her son gets, or when Viserys dies, then it's really gonna have to go to war. They gotta go to war. They got to. But let's go back. So people keep secrets in this kingdom, but they don't do a good job of it. So we done said everybody knows them ain't her children, right?
Everybody.
But everybody also knows that her husband is gay and that's his boyfriend right over there.
Right there.
Like when he was standing out in the water and Corliss went to his boo and was like, go get your mans. You know?
Wait, I wrote down what he said because I said,
go get your patron.
It said, retrieve your patron.
Retrieve
your patron. I was like, oh, does that mean do your job? Do your job, bitch.
He was just like, we all know that's your man.
Yeah.
I need you to go handle it. You the one supposed to keep him together. Go do
I like that. I like that.
Yes. But what it showed was they all know, right? They all know. And Corliss, whether he accepts it or not, is kind of accepting it. He's like, I know this your boyfriend, so go handle things. You can't have my son out here looking crazy. I know y'all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, okay.
It was so good. It was so good. But when Damon started cracking up laughing in the very beginning, when dude was saying the rites of passage, I'll call it, right before they thump Lyanna off the thing, and Damon started cracking up when he kept talking about the blood is strong. The bloodline is strong. It ain't thin. It ain't thinned out. And Damon just bust out laughing.
Does Damon know he got the only kids in the bloodline?
Right. I was laughing so hard. And then when he cracked up, it just made me
Damon kind of had a low-key role in this episode, but they kept cutting to him for us to see him smirking.
Right.
Or leaning, like, let me just lay back and watch them act a fool. Or like when he smooth stepped in, he didn't make a big fuss, but he smooth stepped in and stopped Sir Kristen from getting in the fight with the two women. He was like, nah, what you not finna do.
Yeah. Get involved in that.
Yeah. I like Damon. He's grimy. He's slimy, grimy, but I still like Damon. Rhaenyra, I'm on the fence about because she's pretty slimy too. And
Rhaenyra?
Yes.
She's just horny. Rhaenyra is horny. That's look. Your turn. And then apparently she really did like her uncle. Like he did it to her. He
and ready. She gonna have sex with him while his wife's still floating in the water down there. That just ain't right. That she right over the cliff with girl. I can't. She might have been bobbing by in the water while they out here. It's too much.
Rhaenyra swam out to the casket and was like, tag.
Put me in.
My turn. Tag me in.
Put me in, coach. And then I asked my husband that while we were watching it. I gotta pause. Wait. So I was like, why are they trying to make this romantic? They had the music playing, and they trying to make us think it's romantic that she's sleeping with her uncle.
Right. Because in the back of our heads, that's all we thinking about.
We all
into it and rubbing on his neck and hair and shit like that. And all we going is,
yeah,
that's your uncle.
That's your uncle. We all like ill. This is ill. Gross. What's happening? You need to pause for a minute?
No. Sorry, that threw me off a little. The neighbor's garage just went up, but I know they are either out of the country or out of the state. So I don't know what's going on over there. But if I see somebody, okay, I don't know. But anyway, it just kind of threw me off because they've been gone for months.
Do they have a smart house? Like, can they open a garage door from somewhere else and let the cleaning lady in or something? Maybe.
Yeah, but ain't nobody out there.
Oh,
it just went back down. Maybe they did it from a phone
phone or something. Yeah.
Wherever they are. Cause okay, it's going back down.
All right, Miss, what was her name? Miss Benita. What was the lady on Living Single?
Oh, yeah.
No, in Living Color. Benita
Betrayal
be sitting in the window.
Yeah. Like on 227.
Yeah. Pearl.
So you were talking about the secrets. So who is Varys? Who is Varys's character in Hot D? So we had Varys, and he had his little birdies or whatever.
Oh, Larys.
I
think it's
Larys is Varys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talking about the fat ball guy?
Yeah,
from the first series. Yeah, I think it's Larys because he's the one that he knows what's going on, and he whispering stuff to Allison. But he tried to get her too. He was like, "You want me to handle it?" And she's like, "No, no, I don't need you killing nobody else right now. Just hold that thought."
So if you recall last week, I'm getting serious now. So if you recall last week, I said, if Sir Harwin was in the Red Keep and he was working for the King's Guard or whatever, City Guard, City Watch. His dad was the hand. Why wasn't Larys already Lord of Harrenhal? So who was Lord of Harrenhal? Lord of Harrenhal was the dad, but he was also the hand of the king. Yeah, so now all of a sudden,
he doesn't give up his title just because he's not physically there.
Right, but I'm saying, so now that Lionel Strong, the hand of the king, is dead, and Harwin is dead, now all of a sudden Larys is the Lord of Harrenhal. I'm like, well, he could have been Lord of Harrenhal anyway.
Only if his father had named him that, though, because the way they do it is
who named him that if the father is dead?
But I'm saying, though, the father was still alive, so his title doesn't just go to somebody else just because he's not physically in that castle. Yeah. He was still, even though he was the hand of the king, he's still Lord of Harrenhal. So he would have had to just name his son that, but he didn't. And so when he dies, it goes to the next one. Well, that one's dead too, so then it automatically goes to the next one.
Yeah, and now he got it. But I'm just like, all you had to do was go ask your daddy while you over here being big mad because your brother is getting all the attention in the City Watch. You mad. So
I don't think he would. I don't think his father would have just named him Lord of Harrenhal. I don't think so.
You can't. That's like, I mean, that's like being the governor, but don't live in the state. That makes no sense.
Yeah, but if you go, so like if you just take a temporary appointment somewhere and come back later, being the hand of the king wasn't necessarily a lifelong appointment.
Why wasn't it?
Because when the king dies, he's gonna pick a new hand.
Well, you talking about Viserys, he gonna die tomorrow. But I mean, I'm sure, and Baratheon didn't live long either. But I'm sure a lot of kings have sat on the throne longer.
Yeah, but the hand still doesn't have to be a lifelong thing. Like the last hand didn't stay the whole time; he got kicked out. Yeah. So Sir Harwin could have gotten kicked out, and then he just go back home and be Lord of the castle. Of the castle that he already has, or like Corlys is the Lord of Driftmark, but that doesn't change when he comes to the Red Keep and sits on the council and stuff. So he doesn't give up his title just because he's not there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was just weird that it's like, oh, now he's Lord. Okay, he could have been Lord back in. I mean,
his daddy wasn't gonna make him weird. Lord. His daddy would have never done that though. He's lame, not just like for real lame because he's got a messed up foot, but he like sneaky and snivelly. His father probably didn't trust him.
I'm sure he didn't.
Yeah, he wouldn't have made him.
And he's handicapped, so he, they probably like he's not,
worthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think his father would have named him, but and they showed that wedding with Rhaenyra and Daemon. Like that was supposed to be romantic, and it was just disgusting to me. Not only are they too closely related. But then they cut their lips and now they kissing blood. I was like, y'all doing the most. It was just not.
It was, and I'm like, don't that hurt? It's like a paper cut.
Yeah, it was just gross to me.
Oh, they back. Okay. So yeah, I was gonna say though, back to the scene with Karen and Sir bitch ass Kristen. He done made me mad.
Yeah.
He's such a bitch.
Yeah, they trashed his character.
Yeah, and I noticed, and it may be trivial that I noticed this, but he didn't even call Laris by his name. He said Sir Lionel Strong's son. He was like, I ain't even gonna say his name.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, wonder did he do that on purpose? Just not even acknowledge.
Yeah. Probably. But Laris is always lingering in the shadows and stuff anyway. So yeah. I don't.
That's how he knows everybody's business, because he's sneaking around listening, and everybody looking at him like, oh, that's just the handicapped person.
Yeah. They underestimating him while he out here trying to
murdering folks.
He's trying to be a puppet master like Littlefinger.
Yeah.
So what we haven't talked about yet,
mayhaps.
No, we have not. Is the big twist that that caught me. They caught me with that one, because I was sitting here like, I was confused as to why Lenore's boyfriend would agree to kill him. I was like, why? When Damon approached him and was like, there's a place where people have no name, and and then put a hit out on Lenore, and then he went in there and it looked like he killed him. I was like, why? It didn't make sense to me at first until we realized, oh, it was
also, I want to know why all of a sudden did Lenore say, because this happened before all this plot twist. What happened? Why all of a sudden did Lenore want to be the husband he was supposed to be anyway? Like, what, you remember that we had the conversation with Rhaenyra, and he was like, I'm gonna be there for us now. I've been, I gotta act right, and old boy about to go to his real job, and I'm just gonna be here for you. And then next thing we know, plot twist later, he headed out with old boy, and I'm just like, so this is the love and hip hop behind the scenes that we didn't see. So did the conversation go to Rhaenyra was like, wait, I got something better for you. Want to hear it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah.
Right. She was like, no.
He had to be in on it. He had to be in on it.
Right. But I'm saying that's when it happened. It had to be. That's when it happened, when he was like, no, I want to be with you. This, that, and the third. And Rhaenyra was like, no, I got a better idea.
Or it was it before? It was after that she slept with Damon, right? After that conversation with him, or was it before? It matters.
She slept with Damon before.
Okay, so yeah,
right after the funeral, when he stole the dragon. Because her hand was cut, remember? So all of that have to happen before.
You're not sure? No, I was just thinking that maybe if she had slept with Damon after that, then they might have cooked up the plan, and then she went back to Lenore. But it probably was right then. She was just like, oh, no, you ain't got to do this no more. And it really was her freeing him, which I thought was actually pretty sweet. Yeah. She gets to have her little nastiness, new husband, and it's clear and free and clear. It looks bad on both of them because his wife just got killed and her husband supposedly just got killed, and they get together. It's real.
And Viserys wasn't there, so he don't even know about it yet.
Oh yeah, they probably sent him some ravens. He probably knows. But yeah, so it makes sense that she set him free. Yeah. I appreciate that.
But yeah, I was thinking Rhaenys lost 2 children in a matter of a week or two.
That's the only part I thought was harsh. And I put that in my notes, that she's the only one. She and Corlys are the only ones, not the only ones, but they don't know that this was fake. they think their son was killed and burnt to death in such a brutal way that I thought that was rough for them. It would have been better off if they knew, but I guess it is actually better that they don't know. The fewer people who are in on it, the better the secret gets kept. Yeah. They finally learning something about keeping secrets in this place. But why did the little black kid have to get killed? The one that didn't Damon snatch somebody, the little black kid, and snapped his neck, put him in place of Lenore?
See, that's some scientific stuff right there. Because the makeup of an African-American person is quite different from the body frame of a non-African-American person.
Yeah, and then the hair is gonna be burnt off, so you don't have to worry about that part. Right. So I just thought it was
his hair and everything.
Because up until that point, I was confused about everything that was going on. I was like, well, who is this? Why did Damon kill him? And then I was like, well, why would his boyfriend kill him? And what's this fight? And what's happening? I was like, what is going on?
That was the witness.
Yeah. So then as the plot twist was revealed, I was like, oh, y'all got me. Y'all got me. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm usually on it. They got me with that one. Because in my notes, I was like, I don't get why Lenore's boyfriend did it. And then like the next line, I was like, oh, now I get it.
I said, well played. Well played.
Well played. Yes, that was a good episode. Yeah.
I wrote Damon putting the hit out on people. And then I wrote, well played. Well played.
See, and I was thinking Rhaenyra put the hit out because he told her, he was like, we can't get married. You got a husband. So in my mind, I'm thinking she was just like, no, we're going to get rid of that husband. She the one.
She did.
Yeah, she's the one that would have plotted that. Damon wasn't even all the way in yet.
I think Damon has always been in. And Rhaenyra was looking at Damon through the whole fume. He kept staring at him. She wanted him. And through the whole fume, she was trying to figure out, now how can I get with him? Let me think about this a little bit.
That's what I said. She stayed 2-3 steps ahead of everybody else. She the one. Damon went along with it. I don't think he had plotted all of that out yet.
Yeah.
He's still dealing with his wife being burnt up.
Really? You have no sense. Yeah, but it was so good. It was so good. The acting was good. The plot twist was good. And I want to tell you this. It was so funny because I watched it at 3:30, right? 3:30-ish. And I got all this light in my house. Girl, I had to close every single curtain in this house because all of the scenes are so dark.
Especially when they were on the beach.
I couldn't see nothing on the TV.
Yeah.
So I had to close every single curtain in the house. And I'm going, oh my God, I still can't see. So then I started watching it on my computer, which, it's right here in front of my face. And then I was like, oh, he's going to the dragon. Okay. So then when I figured out he was at the dragon, I put it back on the TV. But I was like, I can't see. Damn.
And it's supposed to be that light just before the sun comes up, right? Or was it? Yeah, because it was night at first. And then it was right. So that time of day, the light is weird. And like twilight, just before the sun sets completely, the lighting can be a little weird. So it was dark, but they overdid it. Everything, it was hard. It was hard to see. They made sure we could see them nasty people having sex, but.
Yeah, because her eyes, she got those, gray, blue-gray, whatever eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see, it's like they panned into her as she was caressing her uncle.
It's a lot. I'm like, I'm very open-minded, but I just really still can't go there. I can't go to incest. My mind just ain't gonna let me find that sexy or romantic.
They are playing the hell out of this ancestry. Not ancestry,
ancestry, honey. And then she gonna use, so you didn't read the books, but she gonna reference Aegon. She said we could be like Aegon and his sisters and rule the kingdom or whatever. So Aegon was the first king Like he was the first Targaryen.
Aegon the Conqueror.
Yeah, Aegon the Conqueror was the first king that really put the Targaryens on the map in Westeros. And he married his 2 sisters. And they all had dragons, and they ran that shit for like 100 years. So that's who she was referencing. But I'm like, but he married his 2 sisters. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's actually disgusting.
Which is funny because growing up, I don't know about, where you are from, but for us, it was like, if you have sex with your cousin or your uncle or blah, 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 and you have a baby, they're going to have one eye or
web fingers.
Yeah. I mean, and it's funny. That's what, and it's so weird. Why were we even talking about that? But it was like, I guess that's how they taught you don't do it. Like, don't even think about it or whatever. And then as you got a little older, you would hear references to trailer park, people who live in trailer parks or people who are super country or whatever, that they marry their brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. And, they have that going on. But
West Virginia.
Yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, it's like this Hot D and Game of Thrones, it's like this a regular schmegular thing that they do.
But it is though. That's how the royals, like if you go back to Queen Elizabeth was married to her cousin. Yeah. So the royals, that's what they did to preserve the family bloodline. Yeah. But we know better because people have been studying genetics and we know that you can't do that. So.
And you shouldn't want to, but
I know. Like
my 3rd or 4th cousin.
This is just not right. Not right. And that's what I was saying. And I think I told my daughter that last night. Like that was why we have family reunions. Because, Black folks were spread out all over, families were separated and things. So we need to know who your mom and them.
Yeah, but there's still secrets there too.
There are, but I'm saying the point is you don't want to like intentionally be sleeping with somebody in your family or even unwittingly. You don't want to just be, you don't want this to be your brother, long lost cousin. I don't know. You just got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
After some point, we all related, but I'm saying, when it's too close, then you're going to have diseases and weird genetic mutations.
And one eye right here.
So, what was this comment somebody said on my post? My cousin's boyfriend is Team Green. He's in Allison's corner. And I'm like, she too bitter for me. And then somebody else said, Allison has no Targaryen blood. Okay, so yeah, my cousin is like, she feels like Allison has a better claim to the throne than Rhaenyra. Well, Allison doesn't have the claim, but her son has the claim. I don't think it's a better claim necessarily just because he's Targaryen and, they're both Targaryen, Allison's son and Rhaenyra, they both Targaryen. But Rhaenyra was there first. She's the oldest. In those days, they always like to give it to the oldest male heir. But Rhaenyra is the oldest heir, and her father named her the heir. So it should be her. Allison wants to try to undo that. And a lot of people in the kingdom don't want a female ruler.
Right.
They need to get over that.
Yeah. And so, that's funny because it's like they don't want her just because she's a female, period. But then you have the drunk jack off guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is he gonna be
it's like, isn't that reminiscent of what's going on today? But it's funny. I mean, it would be different if Rhaenyra is not quite a bit older than them, and she won't be on the throne long. They'll get a chance. So is it really that Allison wants to see her sons on the throne while she's living? Is that what it is? They can't wait their turn?
I don't even think she was that worried about it until her father got in her ear. I don't think she knows what she wants. She knows what her father wants her to want.
And yeah, she knows what everybody else wants. Because thinking back on it, I didn't think that she really wanted to be with Rhaenyra's father.
Her father put her up to it.
Right. And I think that was it 100%. I don't think it even crossed her mind that, ooh, let me go get with the king so I can be queen. I don't think she thought about that.
Right. I don't think so either. And so she didn't have any thought about her kids being king or anything like that until her father got in her ear.
Yeah.
So, but now that it's there, I mean, it has taken hold and she can't think of nothing else. She's obsessed and she's going to stop at nothing to have either Aemon or no, Aegon is the older one. And then Aemon. If Aegon is dead, then Aemon would become the king.
He got one eye. They're not going to let him be king with one eye.
Oh, they can't stop him. If Rhaenyra and Aegon both dead, like if it get to the point where they all fight to the death and Aemon is the only one alive, he'll be the king. Yeah. Just like when it said, when the baby said, they said that he would be the king one day. He was just like, I don't want it because that'll mean everybody else is dead. Yeah. I was like, oh, it was very astute, little fella.
Yeah, he's smart.
Yeah.
Because they weren't sleeping with cousins.
Yeah.
That's somebody outside of the bloodline.
They did get somebody outside the bloodline, but that's why everybody knows. And it's funny because the younger brother didn't know. He was still kind of in the dark, like, why they calling us bastards? Look in the mirror, you got black hair, buddy. Your hair not white like mommy's, boo.
Sarah's was like, we are all family. Everybody was like,
not all of us.
Bastards.
No, they still her kids, and she's still a Targaryen. So they still Targaryens.
Yeah,
they just not. Yeah, they just not
100%.
They're not Valerians.
Yeah, it's mixed.
They mixed. Yeah,
they mixed. Yeah. They Cablasian.
It was Targaryen is strong.
Targaryen.
I can't do it. I was trying, but I can't do it. But it's too late in the day.
All right. You're gonna be in the middle of the night thinking of something and then text. All right, so next week we'll talk about
the Huntsville fight.
And I just don't think we're gonna get anywhere on this Atlanta hip hop.
I don't think so either. So
Hot D will be good.
We can stick with Huntsville and Hot D. I don't even have anything to say about Bell Collective.
Bell Collective reunion. We gonna find out if Glenn is really you are the father.
Do you care?
I don't really care.
There you go.
Because I could probably call somebody in Mississippi and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you the father." You know.
Does it change anything? It does not.
Absolutely nothing.
It does not. Hey, how old is the child? Whatever. Who cares?
The child is 15.
Right, you know. And Letitia might, that's her, Letitia and Latrice. Sometimes I get mixed up. But Letitia might already know and be faking it like, what's her face?
Like Kendra.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
All right, girl. It was
Come back, P-Valley.
I know. We got to wait too long for that. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I watched the sex scenes in P-Valley and I was like, okay, they do what they do. But I can't watch aunt and niece. I can't watch brother and sister. I can't do the incest. I'm open-minded about some other iterations.
Oh, and the old man and the old man and the 12-year-old.
Yeah, no. I don't want to see pedophilia either.
Right. It's every extreme on this show. Every extreme is on this show. Yeah.
Sheesh.
The interracial couples, it's everything. They have covered a gamut.
They have run the gamut. They have. And I guess what's his name is cured of his impotence.
I don't think it was impotence. I think he liked black women.
He got it up for Rhaenyra too.
Wait, black women and his niece.
If you're not family, then you can only get it up for family.
Golly, I can't. All right, player. Like and subscribe.
I ain't trying to be funny, but
thanks for joining.
All right, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Try to get these numbers up.
Yes.
So we can go big time.
Yes. All right, till next time.
Toodles.
Peace out, homie.